Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Everett's miserable mystery Chad succumbs to conning act. Long stretches of O Lives uncovers that Everett Lynch conversed with Chad DiMera about his dubious discussion with E.J. DiMera and Stephen DiMera, yet Chad struggled with accepting they were pushing drugs. At the point when Stephanie Johnson appeared with takeout for her PR meeting with Everett, Chad got lost. That allowed Everett and Stephanie an opportunity to recall a few fun recollections, yet the discussion at last turned serious. Everett conceded he had a companion who died from an excess, however he never truly preferred to discuss it since it was pretty damaging when he tracked down him. Even though Stephanie was concerned that Everett's drug-related expose would be too upsetting tonight, he insisted on continuing. Stephanie also asked Everett if he planned to return to Seattle, but he said he wanted to settle in Salem. Next on Monday's Days episode, Trip Johnson addressed Ava Vitale about Wendy Shin moving to Hong Kong without him. Ava squabbled with Trip about his craving to remain behind and safeguard her before Wendy strolled through the entryway. Wendy admitted that she was unable to get on the plane and reported that she wasn't moving, all things considered. As Trip and Wendy shared a heartfelt second, Ava made a move to bolt and allow them to celebrate along. Despite the fact that Trip was satisfied over Wendy staying close by, he communicated worry over his family issues getting Wendy far from her own. Wendy behaved like her folks had a lot of family members they could rest on, yet Ava just had Trip. Since Trip was acting so uncomfortable, Wendy contemplated whether he was covertly feeling better over her moving endlessly. After Wendy blew up and clarified that she was responsible for her own decisions, Trip guaranteed Wendy that he believed her should remain and maneuvered her into a hot kiss. When Wendy called her mother to convey the awful news about her choice, she turned her consideration back to Trip. Wendy and Trip reaffirmed their adoration for one another in another heartfelt scene. On Monday's episode of Days, Stefan briefly spoke on the phone with Gabby Hernandez DiMera and appeared depressed at the DiMera mansion. Ava in the end appeared and partook in Stefan's wretchedness since both Trip and Wendy had ruled against moving to Hong Kong. Ava had to be more cautious and keep an eye on them as a result. When Chad discovered Ava and Stefan in the living room, he became suspicious because he had stopped by to look for a doll that Charlotte DiMera might have left at the mansion. When Chad began posing inquiries about Stefan's medication business contribution, Ava behaved like they expected to confess all and kissed Stefan before him. Chad stated that he was not surprised or concerned when Ava convinced him that she was having an affair with Stefan. Notwithstanding, Chad trusted Stefan wasn't messed up in all the medication show since it could prompt a place of cards tumbling down. Stefan exploded at Ava over the betrayal ruse when Chad left. Ava demanded it was important to fill the role of blissful con artists and inquired as to whether Stefan was keen on endurance. At the point when Stefan affirmed that he was, Ava told him to get keen on this and planted one more kiss on him. At the emergency clinic on Monday's Days episode, Maggie Kyriakis offered compassion to Nicole DiMera alongside a sweeping that she'd sewed for Holly Jonas. Nicole guaranteed Maggie that she didn't fault Tate Dark, she just faulted herself for not seeing the advance notice signs. Maggie hadn't seen any advance notice signs either and brought up that Holly might have been exploring different avenues regarding drugs that one time. At the point when Paulina Cost appeared on Monday's DOL episode, she conveyed a counterfeit orchid to energize the room since Holly could never have genuine blossoms. Nicole and Maggie were appreciative, yet they became concerned once Paulina began hacking and required water. After Maggie and Nicole pushed Paulina to deal with herself, she guaranteed them that she had an arrangement concocting her primary care physician. Nicole and Maggie likewise made arrangements to take Holly out for a spa day once she recuperated. Since Nicole's goal this year was to invest more energy with Holly, she trusted she got an opportunity to achieve that. Days of Our Lives reveals that Konstantin Maliunis will conduct some research and confirm that he has a past connection to John Black. Kristen comforts Teresa's unexpected visitor. It turns out Konstantin is familiar with John's set of experiences as the pawn and will actually want to involve that as influence here and there. Days spoilers state that Konstantin will make it clear that he has no intention of leaving Salem, despite the fact that there will be some tense moments at the pub. After Konstantin refreshes John and Steve Johnson on how he's acquired the advantage, they'll understand it will not be so natural to dispose of this danger to Maggie Kyriakis. Eventually, Marlena will add to the abnormal strain and maybe become dubious of what's the deal with Constantine, John and Steve. Nonetheless, Marlena will likewise open the apartment entryway to Kristen DiMera on Tuesday's DOL episode and witness Kristen's emitting anger. Days spoilers say Kristen will explode at Brady Dark for neglecting to visit Rachel Dark for their daddy girl time, yet Brady will make sense of all the bedlam occurring with Tate Dark. Kristen will offer Brady her sympathy and another chance to bond with Rachel once she learns about Tate's imprisonment and the overdose of Holly Jonas. Kristen will embrace Brady as he weeps and insist Brady is not a terrible father when Brady opens up about feeling that way to her. Different Days spoilers say Eric Brady will beware of Teresa Donovan and raise worries for Alex Kyriakis. Alex might stress that Eric is there to slam Teresa somehow or another and fault Tate for Holly's trance state. Despite the fact that Alex's defensive receiving wire will go up, Eric will stretch out his help to Teresa and let her in on his reasoning of her during this troublesome time. Eric won't consider Teresa answerable for whatever's occurred, and it doesn't appear as though he'll consider Tate mindful by the same token. Done with Sloane Peterson Brady, she'll begin turning out once again the likelihood that Nicole DiMera could lose the lone youngster she has left. When Nicole might suffer Holly's death, Sloane won't be certain that she can continue to conceal the truth about Jude Brady. Melinda Trask will push Sloane to settle down and keep her mouth shut, particularly since there's as yet an opportunity Holly will recuperate. How does Harris exit DOL? Steve Burton prods stunning end. Days of Our Lives show that Steve Burton, who plays Harris Michaels, has as of late uncovered that he has left the cleanser. Although there have been a few hints about what might happen to Harris, Steve has given the most jaw-dropping hint. What will befall Harris Michaels? Harris Michaels could be captured once more. Days of Our Lives uncover that a ton of fans accepted that Harris may be grabbed and modified to do Megan Dimera's offering by and by. All things considered, Megan has figured out how to program Harris to do her offering 2 times as of now. It is exceptionally simple to accept that Michaels can in any case be controlled by and by. For this situation, regardless of whether Michaels is shot, it would probably be with a sedative as opposed to something that would really hurt him. Megan needs Michaels to have the option to be reinvented and be given something to do on the off chance that he will significantly help her for certain. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.